Hey y'all, this is Brett, Tennessee living. It sure has been a gloomy, wet week. I wanted to show you my fig trees. This extended warm weather we've had has actually allowed me to get figs, and I've got over 2 gallons of them now. I'm thinking to pick some more. If you look at the limbs, these fig trees are loaded. Problem is, the weather's changing this weekend. So I gotta get whatever I can get by probably Sunday night, be the last. Supposed to be 2 days of cold weather, freezing weather. But I'm probably gonna get, I'm gonna say at least 3 gallons this year anyway, which is a large change. Most of the time it's already cold and done frosted and killed these things. They don't come out to about October, second week of October usually before you get any of them. But we've had a warm couple of weeks, so I'm reaping the harvest of it. As far as the garden goes, our greens are doing really good. That's mustard green and turnip greens there. Probably 18 inches, maybe 20 inches tall. So thick, make good ground cover. Got some peas up there. We're gonna pull them up. Sorry, they're pretty well done. Still got my tomatoes. Still got about 18, 19 plants up through there. That's my kale. I got it growing. A few little old volunteer tomato plants still growing along. Of course, we got jalapenos. It takes a lot to kill a jalapeno out, apparently. We had some cool weather, but it hadn't been enough to take them out. And they still got the pepper to them. Yeah, it's rainy and messy right now. I ain't got much of a chance to show anything if I don't get out in the rain. You can see the bell pepper still hanging. Still growing. There's a pretty good jalapeno or two. More bell pepper. That's mustard greens. It's really picked up since the rains. Temperature's been around upper 60s, early 70s all week. Gloomy, but still warm enough everything's growing. We're still gardening. This is the 29th of October. Still got stuff growing. Looks like we're gonna make it November 1st. About it. It'll be done for by then. I got a few beets in here too. That was the other thing. I got a little string of beets right in the middle of all them turnip greens. If you ever plant turnip greens, I guess there ain't no getting rid of them. They just keep coming back. I guess it's a bad thing. It's not a bad weed. Well, it's the next day. I didn't get around to the rest of the video. I got the first half done. October the 30th. And I can't get out of the sunlight enough where you can see, and I can stand and see too. But these are the onions, or the onion bulbs I had stored in the refrigerator for months. I bought them in this late spring, early summer, and just put them out a few weeks ago. Of course, my green beans are pretty well done. All this cold weather's hit them. There's a few beans in there. I'll probably get a handful, looks like. If I can get where you can see, it's shaded right now, so it's hard to see them, but my Alyssa Craig onions I grow from seed, I've got them planted in here. There's several of them's made it. There's a few that hadn't. I got a few more in the house I ain't got out yet, so I'm gonna transplant them tomorrow. Try to get it full again. A compost bin we built. I didn't even make a video about that. I got clover growing in my garlic bed. I'm gonna have to get down and get that stuff out of there. I've sowed this one, but I believe turnip greens this time. Try to help build the ground back up a little bit. Everything's winding down. They're still calling for cold weather tonight and freezing weather Sunday night, so this is about the end of it, but we're going to make it November anyway. Well, I kind of hate to show this junked up little greenhouse, but I decided I'd take over my solar dryer area and try to save a few plants. I got the cushion squash in here. It growed a few and it's lost a few, so and I haven't grown anything good yet. You can see a tomato on that one. Of course, I got an eggplant there. Another tomato plant with a little tomato on it. That's some runners off the sweet potatoes. I decided I'd go ahead and bring it in here and see what it would do. Nothing else, I'll have runners for next year. That's my big eggplant over there. It's trying real hard anyway. I don't know what it'll do or what it can do, but another little portion we're just experimenting with. Well, this is what's left of the ones outside in the pots. Not a bad looking little eggplant, but its life's going to end here pretty quick, next day or two. My old volunteer tomato plant, almost all the leaves is off of it, but it's still got several little tomatoes on it. It's just hanging on. Which I had a couple little pepper plants in there, but they never have made anything. They made a few little peppers. This never did turn out to be much. But they was the runts. We just tried giving them one more shot, see what would happen. I see I have dropped a potato sometime or another. So that is a potato plant growing down there. Probably won't live long, but hey, it's there. Well, I guess this is about the end. It's the herb bed. We still got the rosemary and the basil and onion chives. I don't think the pepper plant ever made it. A couple apple trees still in that one. Our kiwi, we finally got it in the ground. It looks like it's done really well. It's hard to keep it tied up. It's been growing good the last few weeks. But maybe it'll come back out next year and do even better. And their cucumbers just finally gave up. They've been wilting and looking bad the last few days, so they're pretty well done. Got quite a few cucumbers off the porch cucumbers. I think it was a pretty good experiment. We're looking forward to next year maybe building a box here and planting them in succession. That way maybe we can keep a few cucumbers going all summer. I guess the last thing I got here is the strawberries there. They've done really well. They've about filled the box up. For 100 plants, it looks like we got several now. And I see a couple pecan trees growing in there. The dirt we got was off our property where there's several pecan trees, and apparently there's pecans mixed in with that dirt. We're forever digging pecan trees back out. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Y'all have a good weekend. God bless.